Back to the sports wrap. Nick Friar, a big Call of Duty Zombies fan.
Not even remotely true whatsoever. Total hyperbole.
All right, Red Sox on the West Coast. So let's go back to last night real quick. They tagged Shohei Ohtani, the newest sensation in Major League Baseball. Was that because he had a little blister on his finger, or did the Red Sox really tag him?
It might have been because of the blister, Yanni. But I really think it's because the Red Sox knew what to look for in Ohtani. Whether he was tipping his pitches, I don't know that that's the case. But they laid off all 13 splitters that he threw in his very brief 2-inning outing. And we saw what Mookie did. Everybody else did. They lit him up. And then they continued to abuse Daniel Bard's younger brother, Luke, too. I guess the Red Sox have it out for the Bard family. It's a tough life for them. But, yeah, I mean, I just think Ohtani, they kind of knew what to expect going into the game. And he didn't look bad. It's just they weren't falling for his tricks.
All right, Mookie Betts, 3 home runs last night. Is he as good in 18 as he was in his MVP runner-up season 2 years ago?
Well, he sure as heck looks like it right now, Yanni. He seems to have found his groove, seems to be more aggressive for sure. I mean, we saw it in the first game of the season, first pitch, he almost takes Chris Archer deep. I feel like Mookie's just understanding now that he can afford to be more aggressive and he's not taking those pitches down the middle. That one against Ohtani last night may have been the most impressive one out of the 3. Maybe didn't go the farthest, but that was 97, 3-2 count at his knees. Now, it was middle in, which is kind of Mookie's sweet spot, but that was not an easy pitch to hit.
Yeah.
He just seems to be locked in right now, and I think Mookie right now is, I mean, Bogarts was doing great before he got hurt, but Mookie is astonishing right now.
All right, you were impressed, you told me, with David Price's outing last night, a bit under the radar. Rick Porcello tonight. What do you make of the Red Sox, what the rotation has done so far this year and where they go forward?
Well, obviously Chris Sale has been great so far, and Rick Porcello has been a pleasant surprise coming into tonight. He's been doing very well. David Price, that was a huge step in the right direction. Now, I know he walked 4 guys in 5 innings, but he still only threw 78 pitches. Great move by Cora. He has these half-hour innings in between each time he goes back out there. No reason to bring him back out when it's a 9-1 game. So, the other thing is the Angels are supposed to be a good team. They're one of the best teams in all of baseball right now, just in terms of record. And he went out and pitched very well against that lineup. And they have Pujols, Kinsler, Trout, and I'm drawing a blank on the other guy, in the top 4 of their order.
Yeah.
They have Calhoun, too. I'm very impressed with their lineup, and he went out and did very well against them after having the issues against the Yankees. So this may speak more to how he approaches the Yankees going forward, and maybe he has issues there, or it really was just the cold fingers. The cold fingers. Yeah, you weren't ready for that one.
All right, are the Red Sox as good as their record indicates? Are they going to cool off, or is this a really, really good team?
I think they are actually a very, very good team, Yanni. The offense has been surprising. Hanley Ramirez has been great. J.D. Martinez, as much as he has not been, I would say, as advertised in terms of his numbers, he's a presence in the lineup. And that's what everybody's been saying the Red Sox needed. And he's affecting how pitchers pitch to Hanley Ramirez, which is now affecting how guys handle Andrew Benintendi. And then obviously Mookie he's made to be a leadoff hitter. As much as his numbers show he should be a 3-4 guy, he just looks so comfortable up there, and obviously the numbers show that. So yeah, I think this team, obviously, what is it, a 14-2 start coming into tonight. I don't think they can necessarily keep that up,
that pace.
But they look phenomenal top to bottom. Obviously the hole right now is the bullpen to some extent, but even then you're having certain guys on different nights step up. There's a reason why they're relievers. They're not as consistent as the starters. They're not consistent enough to be closers like Kimbrel. So you're going to have off nights, but I think they could improve there to some extent. But either way, Yanni, they're the real deal right now. And it looked like an AL East championship team. I know it's only April, but I am blown away by their start.
And the Yankees 8-8 coming in tonight, a 500 record. Are you worried about the Yankees?
Well, I have no reason to worry about the Yankees. If they lose, they lose. You should ask Mike.
You picked them to win the AL East, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to lose any sleep if they lose. I mean, Mike Montecalvo is the one that's got to be worried about his team. But yeah, I think the Yankees right now, look, the other thing about them is in the past, and I know it was under Girardi, but they would struggle in April. And then somehow, some way, they would claw their way back in by September and either be a wild card team or somehow steal the division. So you can never sleep on the Yankees. Stanton's going to figure it out. Once he breaks out of this slump, it's going to be like gangbusters. Judge actually looks better than he did last year, believe it or not, looking at the numbers. And, the pitching staff, the injuries, Severino, I think he'll figure out. I don't think last year there was a flash in the pan. So in the bullpen, I mean, really, I know Canley's hurt right now, but this bullpen is much better than they're performing right now, Yanni.
All right, good stuff from Nick Friar, talking Red Sox with us all the time here on the Sports Wrap. We'll have much more coming up on the show, including Gronk buying a stake in the Gronk horse. Details on that coming up right after this.